Good morning. It's the 3rd. I've already kind of fallen short of some of my goals, which is okay because even though I'm doing this 30-day challenge, it's a little warm in here, turn the heater down. Even though I'm doing this 30-day challenge where I want to do this daily content, for the month, this is like the last week before my daughter leaves. So that comes first. So I have vlogged every day. I didn't get yesterday's edited and uploaded yesterday. I got it done today. So it's technically a day behind. I don't care. I got the podcast up yesterday, but then the micro messed up and it was bad quality. I didn't care. I didn't redo it. I just posted it. I'm going to redo it today. It's 7:46. I like the vlog going out or the podcast going out at 7:07. I don't care. And then I didn't do a workout yesterday, nor have I edited and posted the workout from the 1st. So today's the 3rd. So I will edit and upload the one from the 1st. I'm gonna have lost a day on that. Again, I don't care. So I only have a few days left before she leaves. And I'm not gonna stress about this stuff. So yes, I want to have all this stuff for 31 days, daily content. Oh yeah, I didn't live stream yesterday with the game stuff, and I probably won't today either. Again, don't care. So I'm gonna do my best, but I kind of knew these first couple of weeks. I've pretty much told all our staff and everything, these first couple of weeks, I'm kind of punting because I want to spend as much time with the family as possible. So like yesterday I got home, and normally I would have come over to the church and I would have gotten on it. I would have gotten that workout done, a bunch of stuff edited, posted, uploaded, just been really on it. And instead I didn't. We just kind of hung out. We kind of hung out. My youngest has this new game he's been playing in the room. So he went and played the new Spider-Man game. And then the rest of us, we started watching. We're gonna try to get one more thing watched before she leaves. We've been trying to watch a bunch of stuff that we've been meaning to watch. So we did all the Batmans. What am I trying to say? Reacher. They've been wanting to watch Reacher for a while. And so we can't watch that with the youngest. And even then with the oldest, there's a few that they, kind of have to turn their heads. Or at least my son. I guess technically my daughter's 18 now, so she can decide whether she closes her eyes on or not. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Anyways, so we watched 2 episodes of that yesterday, and then everyone's kind of tired. I did dinner and kind of thought we were just going to bed. Like we were going to watch another episode, but then it seemed like it kind of fizzled out and ended up at one point. So my wife and I went to bed and we watched the season finale of a show we've been watching. And then slowly but surely, the entire family ended up in our room on our bed hanging out, which I'm going to miss. And you know what? I realized I'm so thankful for how youth ministry is going right now, and for Doug and Stephanie, our youth pastors. And, I'm over here probably about once a month on a service. Normally I stay home with my son. And then my wife's over here for the services. And I'm super thankful, but I do kind of miss back with the old youth pastor because neither my wife or I came. And then our kids would come home from youth and come it was Wednesdays. Every single Wednesday, they'd come home from youth and come and sit on our bed. And we talk for an hour or so, then we kick them out and go to bed. So I do miss that a little bit, but that does still end up happening quite a bit. It happened just a couple days ago, like I said last night. It ended up that way. I kind of thought, because, Lily was in her room watching a movie and was going to clean her room a little bit. So I kind of thought she was just going to go to sleep. We were kind of done for the night. And then, like I said, everyone came in. First her, and then Oliver. And then Judah was watching the season finale of Stranger Things, which apparently is terrible. So it's not just the internet. Here's one more internet voice telling you it's terrible. He loves that show. He was not a fan of the season in general, but specifically the finale. So hold on. All right, I got to. Oh, that's not great lighting though. One more second. Okay, it was a little better. I think. Can't see that well. I'm blinded because I was looking at lights. So yeah, we ended up all in there. He came in, so it was a fun night. How'd my field notes pens get in here? I've been looking for these. Where did these come from? I bought these. Well, prayer team found my field notes pins. Anyway, so yeah, that was last night. The next few days, like I said, I'm gonna just kind of punt everything. I probably won't do any of the streaming stuff until I get back. And again, I'll miss like half of the month of the challenge, but I don't really care about that too much. I will vlog probably it will be the most consistent. I will do that every day, though some of them might be really short, like this one might be, maybe I'll do one more update. I don't think we're leaving the house to do anything today. It's Saturday. We'll be back in the church later to do a few things, but yeah, there won't be too much going on today. So it's not gonna be much of an episode, I'm sorry. We're gonna be going to San Francisco here in a couple days, so that'll be fun. And then tomorrow's church, again, probably won't be, actually I won't vlog on Sundays, I will post the sermons. Sundays will be, well, I guess technically Sundays will be Saturday's vlog, and then Mondays will be Sunday's sermon, is probably how that works. I won't vlog on Sundays unless there's something going on. So yeah, with that, let me give you a quick update, and I'll just end this for the day and make this a quick one. We ended up going, you saw some of it in yesterday, so we ended up going to the Deadhead, and we walked in. I was like, oh, it doesn't look like any, there's one set of footprints. We go in, you saw that, and what you saw the very tail end of is the lady was basically like, yeah, we're not open. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're not open today? She's like, no, we're not open at all. And I was like, you just announced, this light is too bright. So I was like, yeah, you guys just announced that you were starting to do breakfast? And she's like, no, yeah, we're not doing that. And it was kind of weird. And she was like, why don't you go over to the cafe? We have breakfast over there. And so my daughter's like, I was like, well, let's just go to Blitz. And she was like, no, I'd rather go to the cafe. So we go over there. That cafe's not open. I'm like, what in the world? The lady, they're the same owner. Like, she just said they're open. So that was weird. So we went over to Blitz Creek and ended up eating there. So that entire trip, her last trip, is kind of a good, like, kind of what it's like living in rural Nevada. So it's like, it's her last trip. So we want to do everything kind of special. She was looking forward to stopping at Rain's and getting the chicken strips she loved. They were closed. We tried all the restaurants were closed, right? We get there and we go, oh, let's go to this Deadhead. You know, it's kind of cool. It'll be like your one time to go. They're like, no, we're not in business anymore. We're like, what? You've been open, like, I think it said September. So you've been open since September. It's now January 2nd. It would have been 2nd. And we're just now trying to get in here. And like, oh, we're already out of business. Go over here. And they're closed. So that happens a lot. That's part of like living in a rural town. Is it's not like when you're in a city where things are just always consistent. Like Brandy was saying to Lily, she was like, yeah, in San Francisco, it's going to be the opposite. You're going to have probably like restaurants you go to that have been open for like 100 years, like 60, not 100, but like 60 plus years, or it could be 100. And so that is a little bit of an interesting, is like you can't ever 100% count on stuff like that. So like I know my first November there at Round Mountain, I went out there for like a kind of like spiritual retreat, and I was like concerned. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll be able, because I was going to get up and come home on Thanksgiving. And I was like, I don't remember, or I don't know if I'll be able to get gas. Like, what if things are closed? I end up having to plan ahead, get gas ahead of time, just in case. And sure enough, the gas in town was closed, and there's no way, you have to go in to do it. So there's no way to get gas. But I technically could have gone over to Carver's. They have, they were also closed, but they have, I guess a few years ago, they had added, so you could do it, you know, just from the pump. You can't go in, but you can just slide your card and get gas. So little things like that you kind of have to think about. And then rural Nevada being so spread out, you also have to think about like, almost anytime you go anywhere, you got to fill up on gas. You got to, you know, like there's different things like you kind of have to plan for. You don't just get in the car and go somewhere. So there's, you know, the weather can be an issue. Like, you know, which way do we go? But like during the winter, we typically go one way. We go the northern way through the way you saw us go. But during the winter, sometimes we have to go the other way. We call it the Tonopah way. And the kids don't like it as much because it's longer. But then there's less passes and they're not as high. So sometimes if it's a bad storm, we have to go that way regardless of. So there's some things like that to kind of, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting being in a rural community, and in Nevada specifically, just with how spread out it is. It's not just rural, it's also, and I guess the two churches, we were just like, our first 6 months here in Ely, we hardly ever left town. And so it wasn't that big of a deal. But you know, now it's like a whole new thing. So whole new world, as Arrow would say. Yeah, so that's my goal. My goal for 2026 is go super hard, get, you know, crazy amount of stuff done, but then not stress and sweat the details. So I missed the workout video. Probably gonna miss because, like I said, I just really want to maximize the time with family. So at the same time, it's like 2026 January challenge, going super hard, doing this daily stuff. And the first 2 weeks, I'm gonna probably be inconsistent and miss a bunch of it because I'm spending time with my daughter and helping her get packed and moved and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm not gonna care. And I'm not gonna, you know. So it's gonna be a different year this year. So this will be our first year without her. So she'll be gone. We're leaving on Wednesday. So we'll be dropping her off. Her first day, official day there will be the 9th. And so, yeah, not even 10 days into January. So I think we're leaving the 7th actually, because we're gonna spend the night at my family's house, my sister's house. So we're leaving here on the 7th. So she's actually she's leaving Ely on the 7th. So only 7 days that she'll be here in 2026 in terms of like living here full time. So this is definitely gonna be an interesting year. She was 15 when we moved here 3 years ago. So we rolled into town, she was 15 years old. Now my middle son is 14, about to be 15. So it's weird, man. It's like things change. I understand a little bit better now, all the church people who are like, we don't like change. It's like change is part of life. And I'm like, oh, I don't like change. Why can't she stay home forever? Like, well, that would be weird. And her life would probably suck. So yeah, with that, I think like I said, I'm gonna wrap up. That was kind of our day. We were able to stop at Rains. They were open. She did get her chicken strips. So that worked out. Got off to a rocky start with the breakfast, but we did eventually get it. So with that, I'm gonna actually just sign off for today, and I will be back tomorrow. And bear with me, like I said, on the content stuff. Right now, I'm gonna probably just prioritize the podcast and the podcast and the vlog. I'll do the workouts as much as possible, and I'm probably not even gonna worry about the Geek Church channel game streaming stuff until I get back, and then we'll go hard on all that.